I went today?
Where?
I had to go with Karen and get her dressed as a womble for a funeral.
What?
So we go into the fancy dress shop and Karen just starts asking about a womble costume. And then she says, well, basically, I'm going to this funeral, right? And you can tell they're thinking, how on earth is it going to be relevant to her in a bloody womble costume? Anyway, she really was hiring it for the funeral. It was brilliant.
This will be the point where you explain why on earth Karen is hiring a womble costume for a funeral.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, basically, she's worked at the Legion years longer than I have, and there's this old dude who always insisted on being served by her. He used to call her Madam What's-It from the Wombles, so she decided to serve at the wake, dressed as a womble. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I tell you, when I go, I want everyone to come to my funeral in fancy dress. Dressed as something I remind them of.
Oh, I totally know what I'd come as.
Really? Cool, what?
Forrest Gump. Yeah, maybe in the uniform or in his running gear with the big beard and stuff.
How on earth do I remind you of Forrest Gump?
Well, you don't. Not Forrest. You remind me of the girl in it, so I would be Forrest.
I see.
It's a bit weird that we're talking about what I'd wear to your funeral.
Yes. Absolutely, but that's sort of what's cool as well, though, isn't it? It's not boring.
No, it isn't.
So, you given any thought to Claire's job offer?
Not really.
You should call her. I mean, you're clearly not happy where you are. How many more years of your life do you keep giving over to that shit?
I don't know. I guess I'm just comfy where I am.
And that's enough for you, is it? It doesn't sound very fulfilling.
Oh, like you hooking up with one guy after another.
You're such a deflector.
I just think that people who live in unfulfilled glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Why not? Well, where's the fun in life? You're not going to throw a few stones every now and again.
All right. How about I hurl one at you now? You move around everywhere all the time so that you're always the new interesting girl who's just arrived. But you're worried that if the sheen ever wore off, people would get bored by you, so you move on before anyone can get too close.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. Right, well, there you go then. I probably will call Claire.
Good.
I guess I'm just lazy. I want to have an interesting life that means something, but I just can't be asked, you know? I think I'm afraid that if I ask for more, I won't get it. If I don't ask, it's easier to pretend that I don't really want it, you know?
Well done. That was really honest of you, and I know you find it quite hard to let the guard down.
Fuck off.
What?
You heard me. Who do you think you are? You are so patronising, it does my head in.
Sorry, Sorry.
Who are you to congratulate me on honesty? Seriously, who are you? You know, where were you born? Who are your parents? Do you have any siblings? Where did you grow up? You're like the least honest person I've ever met.
Well, in fairness, that's not dishonesty. Just because we live right by your old school and you still live with your parents doesn't mean I'm hiding my life.
Well?
Right. Fine, I was born in Portsmouth, okay?
What about your family?
My parents divorced when I was 14, and I've got a brother who's 3 years older than me. Satisfied?
Thank you. So, do they all still live in Portsmouth?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We don't speak.
Not at all?
No?
Not at all?
No.
How come?
My mum had an affair and left my dad, and 3 years later he killed himself. I didn't really see the point in maintaining a relationship with my mum after that, and my brother said if I didn't speak to Mum, then I couldn't speak to him. So now at you, please, finally satisfied.
Yeah, sure, of course. Fuck me.
Okay. Come on.